Joining me now here on set, Florida Congressman Byron Donalds, who has endorsed President Trump, and Texas Congressman Chip Roy, who's endorsed Governor Ron DeSantis and is live from his headquarters tonight. Congressman Donalds, you've been out there today talking with the folks. The sense is that Nikki Haley has the money. She has the, coverage in the media. Friends that I'm staying with in Des Moines get a text message from her. It seems like every 5 minutes. A little quieter from the other candidates. Is that going to make a difference for her?
No, it's not, because Nikki Haley hasn't done much else in the state of Iowa. Look, the reason why everybody's hearing from her now is because a lot of money left the campaign of Governor DeSantis to go to the campaign of Governor Haley. But they're both going to lose because Donald Trump's going to take this state tonight. I anticipate it's going to be double digits, probably over 15 points, could be more. But it's going to be dependent on voters getting out and making their voice heard in these caucus events. And I got to tell you, the enthusiasm amongst Trump voters is the biggest I've seen throughout the
Are the Trump voters going to come out in the cold weather? I mean, it's warmer than it was yesterday when I got here, where it was like 18 below zero. Right. So it's warmed up to about -1, I think, now, and it feels balmy, right? It feels like we're back in Florida here.
It feels great, almost Florida weather, almost. But the voters I talked to today in Fort Dodge said, listen, this is normal for us. We expect it to be cold this time of year, not going to stop them from getting out to vote for Donald Trump.
Congressman Roy, you've seen Nikki Haley blanket the media. She's made numerous appearances, not just on this network, but all across local media. And she really believes that last-minute boost of money she's gotten, both here in Iowa and also then in New Hampshire, moving on to South Carolina, that's going to cement her as number 2. Congressman Roy, and you say?
Yeah, well, she better hope that all that spending against Governor DeSantis actually works for her. $48 million between Trump and Governor Haley against Governor DeSantis. I think that speaks volumes. But look, at the end of the day, the people of Iowa, they don't like it when someone goes to New Hampshire and says that New Hampshire needs to correct Iowans. The truth is, on the ground, the enthusiasm is for Governor DeSantis. I've crisscrossed this state for the better part of the last 2 weeks, on and off. On Saturday, I went from Council Bluffs all the way near Nebraska, all the way across to Davenport near Illinois. I've been with the governor. We've been in all sorts of venues across the state. The people of Iowa expect you to earn their vote. Governor DeSantis has been doing that. He didn't skip debates like former President Trump. He didn't dismiss Iowans like Governor Haley. He's been doing the hard work and going to 99 counties, 250 events, doing the hard work just that represents his life story as a blue-collar kid who worked his way up, worked hard. His parents are in the same house he grew up in. This is a guy who wants to earn their support. He's going to earn it because this is a time for choosing, and we should choose a guy who's done it for the people and didn't just, airmail and shut the economy down, $8 trillion of debt, and give the power and the keys to this economy to Anthony Fauci, leaving us with loved ones unable to see their loved ones in hospital, kids not able to go to school, shut down economy, mandatory vaccine mandates. Governor DeSantis was a shining light, a beacon of hope for the people of this country, and the people of Iowa are seeing that bright and clear.
I think both candidates, both DeSantis and Trump, in the last week, both have seemed extremely chill and confident. I mean, both of them seem just completely in their element. I don't know if we're finally getting to the real games, but there was a moment that the Daily Caller caught, and this was audio, where Nikki Haley was asked point blank whether she believes a man can become a woman. But she did not directly answer and instead offered that, quote, people can live any way they want once they're over the age of 18. Congressman Donalds, Haley has been floated as a potential VP pick, perhaps to satisfy the business community that's worried about Donald Trump. Does this kill her chances for that?
I think so. There's a lot of answers that Nikki Haley has not been clear on. She kind of muddles through them, and then when she gets dinged, she comes back. By the way, a man is a man is a man. I know that people in the LGBT community ain't going to be happy with what I said, but those are the realities. Those are the facts. You're born with XY chromosomes. You keep them to the day that you die. That being said, the problem for Nikki Haley is that she's trying to please everybody all the time. That's not going to work, especially in the Veep stakes. Because let's be clear, with respect to both governors.
There's going to be pressure on Trump to name her vice president if she comes in a strong number 2. Do you think that's the case? As it was with Reagan when he took Bush.
Has Donald Trump ever felt pressure from the media conglomerate and from the big donors? No. He's going to do what he thinks is in the best interest of the country. Trust him to do that, and so do his voters, which is why they're overwhelmingly supporting him in his primary process.
Congressman Roy, on CNN today, evangelical leader Bob Vander Plaats, who's endorsed DeSantis, commented on his chances. Watch.
I think it's going to be a turnout game. He's built an amazing organization. Ted Cruz was the best organization I've ever seen in 2016. And I'd say DeSantis' organization is light years ahead of where Cruz's organization is. So if he gets the turnout, I think he could do really, he'll beat expectations, but potentially he could win.
Now, Congressman Roy, is DeSantis's win, is it realistic given the polls showing this overwhelming support for Trump? I know he's done an amazing job here in the state. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he's done what Huckabee did and Cruz and DeSantorum, who were successful here as well. But that is still a big, big deficit to try to bridge this late in the game.
Well, Bob Vanderplatz knows the state of Iowa better than I do and better than most people do, and I think he sees the same enthusiasm that I see on the ground. And Governor DeSantis, as I said before, has worked hard to earn the votes of the people of Iowa. We feel really good about the organization on the ground. It's going to be a turnout game in the frozen tundra that we're dealing with right now. Just today, we're going up to Sioux City, and you're looking out. I mean, the roads are still, icy, and it's still difficult to get around, and it's cold. So getting that turnout is going to be really important. But importantly, people are just ready to be able to move forward. They want to look forward instead of backwards. They want somebody who can serve for 8 years, not 4. They want somebody who's not having to focus on their issues, his issues in the case of President Trump and his legal issues and on him. They want
all right, Congressman, hold on. We got to get Byron Donalds in on that.
And get the job done.
All right. Well, you should be a carnival barker in another life because you can get that stuff. I love that, Congressman Troy. You're like, get it out. Okay, come on. They want to change. They want someone new. They don't want the baggage. They don't want the legal problems.
What the American people want is somebody that can get the job done. Donald Trump has done that. Gas prices, border security, foreign policy, a growing economy, wages actually rising ahead of inflation. He has done it all. Go back to the Obama economy that he inherited. The Democrats love talking about inheritance. The Obama economy was stagflation 1.0, really 2.0. We're now in stagflation 3.0 under Joe Biden. Donald Trump knows how to do all of this, and he can get it done again.
Would he pick DeSantis as vice president? Man, they have the names going back and forth, but would DeSantis be on the list, you think?
That's up to President Trump, nobody else.
All right. Congressman, both of you, great to have you on. Thank you.